as people registered for today's event, they were able to submit questions or topics that they would like us to cover. And one of the questions that I thought a particular audience member submitted was really important. And so, we talked about how often do clinical requirements change after the FDA and a company agree on a pathway during a pre-IND meeting. And so, why might clinical requirements change? And then, how can that company recover from that?
So I specifically, when you say clinical requirements, is this a question where you're saying what the FDA has
Yes.
said
Yep.
changes?
Yes.
So this is it's very tough to speak in generalities here. I think that there might be some evolution in terms of the disease or specific manifestations of the disease or knowledge gained from a product that's been approved. Often the pre-IND meetings, between the pre-IND meeting and the BLA, there often can be quite a lot of time that passes. But in general, I think that we are looking to have consistent advice around these types of conversations and engagements. But it's really hard to sort of speak in hypotheticals about
Sure.
this. But yeah.
I just add that, part of the goal here is to try to reduce the total time in development for products. And I think that question may come from some of the products, particularly in the cell therapy space, have taken a decade to get through a development process. And unfortunately, if you think about, for instance, management of any number of oncology conditions, the standard of care,
Right.
think about anything like multiple myeloma. In 10 years, the standard of care is transformed. And so what you might have started out with as an endpoint being acceptable, if you come down a couple years later, it might not be. So to the extent that we can help expedite the process of development so that we don't have many years during which the science changes, that might be helpful here.